Can it really double its price in 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Is it possible? Plan B tweeted this saying 22K to 40K in 14 days, not impossible. Why is it not impossible? Because we saw it before. We've seen this before. This is not theoretical. Between December 24 in 2020 and January 7th of 2021, we saw Bitcoin go from 22,000 to 40,400. So yes, we've seen it before, not just even percentage-wise. We actually saw Bitcoin go from 20,000 to 40,000 in mere 14 days. Okay, are we going to see the same thing right now? Well, let me make a case for it. We have a lot of charts that show when you go on a tremendous downturn, when you find that bottom, right, and you actually start reversing, what happens, right? You could see clearly going all the way back to 2014. Every time Bitcoin is stuck under a major trend line, right, usually during crypto winter, right, what happens afterwards? You have a tremendous upside that follows as soon as you break that trend line. And did we just do that? Yes, we did. We went on a 13-month downtrend, and we finally broke through it, right? So look at all the times that this happened before. You have a nearly 6,000% pump, and then you had a smaller one of 211%. Then you had a 380% one, right? So can we see 100%? All we need is 100% to get to 40,000. Can we see that? Well, if history is on our side, then yes, we could definitely see it. Also, just us mimicking previous cycles, previous downturns. Whenever we break through some crucial moving averages, like in 2018, 2019, when Bitcoin broke above the 200 moving average, what happened? It went on a tremendous run. And what happened right now? We did the same thing, right? So again, using history, that means that something great is happening, and we'll see. But there's so many that shows the same thing, right? This is looking at a different indicator called Hashrate, but kind of the same thing. All these indicators are measuring oversold levels, moving averages, and comparing the past to the present. And again, every single time Bitcoin went from red on this indicator and turned green, right? You could see a lot of green followed every single time, right? And guess what? We just flipped into the green. Just like all the previous times when we had a million candles in the red, whenever we flipped to green, wow, right? Looking good. Here's another one that's just looking at MACD, right? Whenever MACD starts flipping upwards, it finds that peak, in this case, the bottom peak, and we start flipping upwards. Guess what happens? Bitcoin goes on a tremendous run, right? So, all these are supporting the case. And looking at fundamentals, the hash rate is back to all-time high. The miners are kicking in high gear once again. They are not leaving. They're not shutting down. In fact, they're spinning up even more rigs because this is a competition. This is a competition to see who could acquire the most Bitcoins before there's no more. Honestly, that's the best way to think about it. Everyone in the world that truly understands about Bitcoin, they are in a race to see how much they could acquire before it's simply too late, before Bitcoin gets too expensive or there's just no more. And the miners are leading the pack. They have thousands to tens of thousands of Bitcoin, and they continue to hold every single one that they mine, right? So fundamentals still looking good for Bitcoin, and you have institutional investors jumping back in. You could see open interest with Bitcoin futures surges near 21% record as institutions come back in. So institutions are not sitting on the side. These big boys are not stupid. They know. They know what's going on. They've been buying OTC, and now they're flocking to futures too, right? So to answer the question, can Bitcoin double its price in 2 weeks? I would say there's a chance. I don't know if that chance is great. I don't know if that chance is spectacular, but there's definitely a chance because Bitcoin has done it before. Yes, exact same levels. It has done it before. And plus, all the indicators show a major reversal happening. And usually what follows is tremendous upside. Plus, institutions are coming back into the space. Plus, the fundamentals of Bitcoin, like hash rate and network activity and network addresses, are still all going up. Well, there's a chance. There's a chance.